आप सभी के हाइपरटेंशन, डायबिटीज एंड इससे रिलेटेड जो भी हमें डाइट फॉलो करनी चाहिए, कुछ भी आप पूछना चाहते हैं उससे रिलेटेड आपका कोई भी क्वेश्चन है, आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं। Good evening. We are just waiting for more people to join in. We will start by 7:04. So please stay tuned. And if you have any question related to hypertension, please write down your queries in the chat section. आप सभी के डायबिटीज एंड हाइपरटेंशन से रिलेटेड जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं, डाइट से रिलेटेड, आप चैट में लिख सकते हैं। हम कुछ ही देर में ये सेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे। इवन आई हैव शेयर्ड द लिंक इन द चैट सेक्शन। अगर किसी को आपको इनवाइट करना है, आप आराम से कर सकते हैं। मैंने चैट में लिंक शेयर किया है। दिस इज द ओपन लिंक फॉर एनीवन। आप ये अपने फ्रेंड्स, फैमिली मेंबर्स, किसी के साथ भी शेयर कर सकते हैं। आप जैसे जानते ही हैं कि हम लोग हाइपरटेंशन वीक सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं। वी आर वर्किंग टू क्रिएट अवेयरनेस अबाउट हाइपरटेंशन। This session is very important for us because we try to cover up every day with different aspects. We try to call different doctors, physicians, cardiologists to help you and throw some more light on each and every topic. And I hope you all have learned from each and every session. So we are just waiting to start with today's session, which is on the lifestyle, the dietary part we are going to cover up today. You can write down your diet related questions over here. बस कुछ ही देर में हम ये सेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे। किस किसने सारे 5 सेशंस, सारे 4 सेशन पहले के ज्वाइन करे? Anyone who has joined all the 4 sessions happened in the last 4 days? I can see many questions are coming in the chat section. Keep pouring in your queries. We will take it up. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we will take this session in both the language, Hindi and English, both. Don't worry. So today we have, uh, we have joined here for the hypertension series, which is on the dietary part, which is specifically on the lifestyle. We have discussed about the stress. We have discussed about the sleep. We have discussed about the hypertension through different doctors. And today we have Professor Anuja Mohale. She's one of the expert in her field. She's PhD scholar in nutrition and dietetics from Women Health and Pediatric Obesity. She has done her MSc in Nutrition and Dietetics from Pune University. She also holds the Nutrition Society of India Treasurer Pune chapter. She's a member of IPN, NSI, ASNFS, and IDA. many other. She has done her nutrigenomics. She's a nutrigenomics expert. She's certified diabetes educator. She has been teaching, and I know her personally. She has been such a passionate lecturer, teacher, a wonderful, subject holder. She is one person whom I can approach anytime when I need any help, and one of the best person who can address today's gathering and our, you know, uh, especially when we talk about hypertension, how to handle it with dietary modifications. She's a very experienced, very talented person. Anuja, welcome to the show. And we are very happy that you have accepted today's invite. I know you are busy, you have college, you have so many other responsibilities, and in between that, you have make out time for today's session, and I think it means a lot to us. If you can just turn on the camera, we can focus and spotlight you for everyone. Uh,
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's okay, good evening. Am I visible? Yeah, I was just saying, is it okay if I switch off the video? Only because
no,
my
Anuja,
internet
we
is
have to turn it on. We would
okay
love
because
to see you, but you have to speak a bit louder. You are a bit.
again my
हमें ठीक है,
internet is a little unstable, so probably
नहीं नहीं
अगर
अभी ठीक
problem
है
आता है
बिल्कुल
तो
ठीक है.
मैं कम कर दूँ, ठीक है?
नहीं, I think we can hear you. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
perfect now.
Okay, okay,
So,
okay.
Anuja, welcome for today's session, and very happy to see you
Thank you.
here in today's
Yeah,
session.
yeah, yeah.
So, there's we have been doing a hypertension series for last 4 days, and today's the last day, day 5, where we are going to discuss about the lifestyle, especially the dietary part. So, as a dietitian, you have been working, you have a great, vast experience in this field. So, as a dietitian, you work very closely with individuals, seeking to manage high blood pressure. What specific lifestyle factors do you find have the most significant impact on lowering blood pressure? Can you share with us what are those specific factors that can help in reducing blood pressure?
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you for this opportunity, okay, to giving me such a big platform. I can see so many people joining in and they're so curious to know about hypertension. So this hypertension that we are talking about, let's take a little background, what is hypertension? I mean, I'm a teacher, okay, at heart, so I have to start with the topic. I have to give an introduction. Okay, so hypertension is a significant risk. Okay, everyone knows that it is a significant risk for all sorts of cardiovascular arterial diseases or for stroke. In a true sense, I'm not here to define hypertension, but in a true sense, it is not actually a disease. Okay, moreover, it is a symptom that nobody really realizes. It is something that tells you that you need to exert a little more pressure. Earlier you might not be, or rather, it never even tells you that you are supposed to exert a pressure. It simply makes your body exert the pressure. Okay. Uh, I mean, your circulation is something that becomes really sluggish. You are struggling. You don't really understand why you are getting tired. What is that is causing so much of fatigue? Rather, sometimes there are people who may not even understand these symptoms or may not even realize these symptoms. And that is the reason why, hypertension is actually called as a silent killer. You don't even come to know that it is actually taking a toll over your entire body. When I'm saying circulation, it is the entire body which is affected, isn't it? So, I mean, what I would say is you may be a pre-hypertensive, you may be a hypertensive, and you don't even realize that part. Now, coming to the question that you asked me, Neha, the specific lifestyle factors. A very very crucial lifestyle factor that जिस पे हमें काम करना चाहिए is keep yourself active. Physical activity. The moment somebody comes to know, oh my God, it's BP. सब में सबके पास वो ब्लड प्रेशर होता है. ब्लड में प्रेशर होगा नहीं तो आगे ही बढ़ नहीं पाएंगे. तो वो प्रेशर नॉर्मल रखने के लिए व्हाट वी रिक्वायर इज टू कीप आवर बॉडी फंक्शनिंग, यू नो। जैसे जैसे हमारी गाड़ी पुरानी होती जाती है तो उसका रेगुलर सर्विसिंग करना पड़ता है। तो इन अ वे फिजिकल एक्टिविटी इज अ रेगुलर सर्विसिंग, यू नो। On a daily basis, keep yourself active. Nothing, you know, I'm not asking you to go run somewhere. Don't run for your marathons or kilometers and something, nothing like that. Simply practice your neat activities. Everyone, I'm sure, you know, if they are your you know, patients or clients, I'm sure they must be knowing what are neat activities. I do not really need to elaborate. Neat is non-exercise activity, तो मुझे is something like, even, you know, do your own work. That is also more than important. Don't ask other one somebody to go and switch on the fan or do something like that. Go take your plate, go walk for at least starting with 10 minutes. I'm saying not even 30, you know, 30 looks like a very big goal. Start with 10 minutes. Take your, you know, if you are staying on first, second, third floor, try to take those floors rather than taking a lift. That is something that we can really work upon. You know, the other factor that usually I focus upon when it comes to my clients or anybody for that matter is sleep. You know, sleep and your stress. These are the two factors that have to be sorted. You know, there is something, I mean, please understand, you know, when we sleep, that is the time we are giving our body some rest. Otherwise, even if we are not doing anything, but we are constantly thinking, something is going on, you know, some sort of shadyantra is going on or anything, but it is going on. There is a terminology, you know, there is something called as nocturnal dipping. You know, what does that nocturnal dipping mean? Nocturnal dipping means that when you sleep, your body's temperature, your blood pressure, everything starts dipping. And it's a very natural and normal process. But we don't allow that to do. कुछ भी करके हमें जागना है, सोचना है, and we are constantly keeping that blood pressure on that high point only, which is something that can be really very, very, not to say even dangerous. Okay, then sleep duration, one thing very important, how many hours are you sleeping? More important to that is at what time are you sleeping? And with what mindset are you sleeping? You are sleeping with a real angry thought process and everything, that also tends to affect your body. Kindly understand, it is your body. You need to treat it, you know. Okay, then the most important one, you know, the most, I mean, something that is really close to our heart would be the food that we eat. We are dietitians, we cannot forget food, you know. So yes, follow a DASH diet, be mindful. DASH diet के बारे में अगर आपका 5 दिन का प्रोग्राम है, I think the first day itself DASH diet के बारे में पूरा ज्ञान आ गया होगा. I'm sure मुझे यहाँ से सब लोग बताएंगे कि what is DASH diet, what are the foods to be included in DASH diet. Be it a Mediterranean diet, there are, you know, I always say this to people, you know, कि more than what you eat, how you eat is very, very important. Keep your thoughts in control. These all things matter a lot when it comes to control your BP, because it is a silent killer and your thoughts are also silent. They work parallelly, right? Yeah. So this is my answer. I mean, I think I can go on and on when it comes to
So when we talk
giving.
about see, we have not discussed about the diet. Diet is completely the last which we have kept it
Okay.
because that's a very informative and in-depth
Right.
subject which need to be discussed. So this is the last video. We are going to talk more about the dietary part.
Yes.
So I think if you can just throw some light on the DASH diet, you know,
Yes.
how to adopt the DASH diet, what is the role of salt in the hypertension, and why we talk about it, how to reduce it, and I think you can
Okay,
take this from there.
okay. Okay, coming to the diet part, I'll say the basics are something that I think everyone knows, you know, ki, smoking and drinking is not good for health. Everyone knows that. So, of course, stop smoking, stop drinking. Red meat is not considered to be good for health. Again, we all know because it is really high in saturated. That is one thing that we need to control. Then again, the other part that comes in is sugar and sugary drinks. You know, I saw many questions regarding, is diabetes and BP parallel, go hand in hand or something. Not really. I mean, they two are two different things. But then why does it happen that both of them come together only? Okay, so one thing that I would like to answer that particular question also over here is that because of sugar, you are affecting the arterial walls. You are, in a sense, your blood is basically affecting the elasticity of the arterial walls. And that elasticity is going, so automatically, तो वो pressure कैसे आएगा? तो प्रेशर नहीं आता, उस कारण से कॉन्स्टेंटली ब्लड प्रेशर जो है वो ऊपर जाते रहता है. एंड देयरफॉर पीपल से कि हाइपरटेंशन and your blood sugar levels, they always go hand in hand. करके कई बार you also meet your patients, you know, you get to see both of them are coming together. It's just that excess of blood sugar, the blood that is flowing through your arteries is having too much of sugar in it, and that is something that is actually harming the arterial wall का health, right? So wall का health अगर जा रहा है, उसका elasticity जा रहा है, तो essentially it is going to affect the blood pressure. Essential. Now talking about your refined carbohydrates, it is a big umbrella. You know, I start talking about refined carbohydrates, I can take the entire lecture. जो कुछ हम लोग आजकल अंडर द क्या सीरियल्स या फिर जो कुछ खा रहे हैं, वी रियली नीड टू बी विजिलेंट, यू नो, कि इसमें कितना कार्बोहाइड्रेट, कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स है. एंड आजकल कॉम्प्लेक्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट को भी स्टार्च को भी कॉम्प्लेक्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट के अंडर लिया जाता है. बट देन दैट स्टार्च इज समथिंग दैट वी आर एसेंशियली ब्रेकिंग डाउन, वी आर डाइजेस्टिंग इट, वी आर अब्सॉर्बिंग इट, यानी अल्टीमेटली हमें बहुत सारा शुगर ही मिल रहा है ना. So when I say complex, it is essentially your dietary fiber. Dietary fiber जो हमें fruits से मिलता है, whole grains से मिलता है, whole pulses से मिलता है, whole fruits से मिलता है, या फिर तुम्हारा जो पील्स है, डाइटरी आई मीन योर फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स, जिनके जो छिलके होते हैं, ये खाना बहुत जरूरी हो जाए. जहां जहां खा सकते हैं, आई नॉट से दैट यू नीड टू ईट, यू नो, ऑरेंज का छिलका और समथिंग, बट द वंस विच आर एडिबल, वंस which are possible to be eaten should be consumed. I see people even peeling, you know, chiku or even your apple, and that just throws my patience. Anyways, then talking about salt. Salt is 5 grams is something that we usually recommend for the entire day. Now, 5 grams of salt is 60% of your chloride and 40% of your sodium. तो 5 ग्राम्स में अगर हम देखे तो अराउंड 2300 to 2500 के रेंज में समथिंग योर सोडियम कम्स इन. ओके, तो 1 टीस्पून इसलिए कहा जाता है कि 1 टीस्पून सॉल्ट इज समथिंग दैट इज recommended. Okay, by WHO also 1 teaspoon salt is recommended. So if we look at our own lifestyle, dietary foods, whatever we are consuming, 5 grams 1 teaspoon हमारा ऐसे ही खाना खाने में चला जाता है ना, कहीं पे भी चला जाएगा. Then what about the biscuits? What about the breads? What about the what else? All sorts of क्या तुम्हारे सारे जो packaged and processed foods है, उसमें भी तो सोडियम आता ही है ना. और अगर उनके mgs काउंट कर करके अगर हमने हमारा पूरा सोडियम काउंट लिया, we land up eating more than even 4000 or 5000 mg. That is 5 grams of sodium apart from the 5 grams of salt that we are having may actually be coming into our diet. So this is an area where we really need to be vigilant, you know, कि when it comes that, you know, there are patients who say that they already have hypertension, मुझे already high BP है. तो in that case, learn to read labels. You know, learn to read labels. अगर कहीं पे भी कहा जा रहा है कि इसमें सोडियम क्या 2.5 से अगर ऊपर जा रहा है, that means it is a high sodium food. और ये सोडियम जो है, I will maybe address this sodium का role a little later, because more than that role, I think it's more what if okay, I'll address this question also a little later. But सोडियम का रोल, पैथोलॉजिकल जो रोल है, उससे ज्यादा व्हाट वी रियली नीड टू गेट फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर डिस्कशन इज कि हम सोडियम कम कैसे करें. There are many people over here also, I think, who may be having those restrictions already. Maybe हम नींबू का यूज कर सकते हैं, हम इमली का यूज कर सकते हैं, maybe पुदीना can be used. Maybe a flavor change is something that is required. There is your pink salt, which is available. I don't really recommend anybody for this thing. Lona. Lona is a supplement actually, which is available in the market. Lona refers to low. Na is the chemical natrium ka chemical name. Natrium means sodium. So Lona is low in sodium. But I should not be telling anybody to go for Lona. Reason is I don't know agar my patient has kidney issues. I don't know if my patient has some secondary issues. So why should I, unnecessarily give the person, Lona? Better way would be a preventive way कि तुम पिंक सॉल्ट के लिए जाओ या फिर पोटेशियम रिच फूड्स इंक्लूड करना शुरू करो. पोटेशियम एंड सोडियम आर एसेंशियली कॉम्पिटिटर्स इन नेचर. सोडियम जो है वो है आपका सेल के बाहर वाला एक न्यूट्रिएंट है और पोटेशियम जो है वो सेल के अंदर वाला न्यूट्रिएंट है. दे कॉन्स्टेंटली कॉम्पीट वेदर टू बी रीअब्सॉर्ब और टू बी थ्रोन अवे आउट ऑफ द बॉडी. सो अगर मैं पोटेशियम बढ़ा देती हूँ तो ऑटोमेटिकली सोडियम का बैलेंस कम हो जाता है. ओके, आई मीन जो एक्सेस है वो कम हो जाएगा. या आई शुड आई कंटिन्यू और या
I think Anuja very helpful. Now,
या
even like when we talk about the, reducing the sodium label in the food, it's very important that we stop sprinkling the salt on top of
eventually.
everything, specifically of vegetables, your salad. You can eat it like, without even the salt. Instead, you can use the herbs. I really love to add a lot of coriander
Wow.
leaves on top
So
of it. I can
I
sprinkle
yeah,
oregano.
I mean, this is something again. As I said earlier, also, you need to train your mind.
Yeah.
Often, I mean, we are always in that habit, कि कर्ड में थोड़ा सा सॉल्ट डालना है. कुकुम्बर लिया उस पे थोड़ा सा सॉल्ट डालना है. कैप्सिकम आई मीन कैरेट हो या बीट रूट हो, सब में हम थोड़ा सा सॉल्ट क्यों डालते हैं पता नहीं, बचपन से सीख लिया है. अगर 4 दिन अगर मैंने सोडियम नहीं डाला, सॉल्ट नहीं डाला, 5वें दिन मैं खुद से नहीं डालूंगी. ये आदत जो है वो इधर आती है. आई मीन एवरीबडी नोज, बट एक आदत ही हो जाती है कि दैट सोडियम एज इन योर सॉल्ट का जो एक कंटेनर है, इट इज ऑलवेज देयर ऑन द टेबल एंड वो आदत ही है. सब लोग डालते मैं भी डाल देती हूँ. उससे अच्छा डालना ही है तो एक्चुअली पुट योर लाइम जूस. Yeah, and even herbs also. Herbs are again really good, but then if at all they are those preserved herbs, your powders and your masalas, then उसमें उसको preserve करने के लिए कई बार सोडियम आ जाता है. So that may be a thing that we
Herbs,
have
dry
to
organic,
monitor.
which is
Yes,
raw, which is not
yes,
preserved.
yes,
We can use
absolutely.
the thyme, which comes in a more like, bigger pieces. It's not a
Right.
fine powder which has been preserved and additives have been added up. So
Hmm.
बहुत जरूरी है कि हम ये समझे कि how much salt we are, just
Right.
sit back and think how much salt we are eating. Can we
Yes.
cut down anywhere? And
Yes.
when we talk about diabetes, as soon as your blood sugar starts increasing, definitely it puts the pressure on your heart and your heart blood pressure also goes up. So this is all like, simultaneous process. And it's very
Absolutely.
important to be conscious from the day one once you're diagnosed with diabetes. And it's good to inculcate these habits in our kids also. हम नहीं डालेंगे तो बच्चे भी नहीं डालेंगे.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I come from this pediatric background. Okay. So often, I mean, even when I come home or something and I see my kid just pouncing upon all those snacks, and it is like, how do I stop? It's very important to, inculcate the habit of, if at all it's a snack, it has to be a fruit. It has to be a fruit. And why fruit? Because it is natural. It has all the nutrients that you need. I'm not saying your sodium is not needed, but extra sodium is something that is not needed. Right? So,
Lot of options like Kanuja. I have 2 kids at home, and being a mother of teenager, you must be very well aware and relate with me. You have
true.
teenagers too at home.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Always, Mama, why you're not getting any, junk? There is no junk at home. Why we can't eat namkeens? So I have to always keep the options on the dining table before it's the evening time. So either
True.
keeping the slices of paneer there, homemade paneer or something, or I just keep the peanut chaat or the bhel, something so that they can eat it and they don't catch all those crabs of the packet food, because you eat as much as, but then you don't get satiety value. and it makes you
Absolutely. I
crave
mean,
more and more.
yeah. I mean, sometimes we need to understand the basic fundamental that kids only and only imitate.
Right.
Okay, so that practice before you preach is something that we really need to follow. It's very easy to say, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this.
Yeah,
If you at backhand you are doing the same thing, then you get to see all those things in the kids, you know.
very true,
And
very true.
and the moment you say, why are you eating this? You are going to get the, reward immediately. You stop, then I stop. That is
So,
it.
and very true. Like parents are eating and you are stopping the kid doesn't make any sense. Like if I
Yes.
come back, like I came from work today, and
Hmm.
after that I blanched my broccoli and I just quickly had it for the snacks.
Exactly.
My son also came. Okay, I am also hungry. I also
Um,
want to eat the same.
True, true, true. Even it
Follow
is
what you need.
very difficult in today's state, to actually control these all attractions. I mean, somewhere it is also promoted in a wrong way, I mean, you get to see those calcium-rich chocolates. Calcium-rich chocolates. I should not name a brand or so, but the calcium-rich chocolate, the white chocolate, is only the fat part. Okay. And they simply, because it is white, it is said that it is calcium rich chocolate. To preserve that chocolate again, there is going to be sodium in that. There is going to be sugar in that. The fat is already there. So, and
Yeah.
then we are saying it's a healthy chocolate. So then there are so many other ads I get to see. There are these ads where the child is going to school, and in the bus there is this egg, and there is this cow which is saying that, okay, there is this particular, and he's taking a healthy cake with him. Okay, so why is it healthy? Because it is made out of milk, it is made out of egg, it is made out of whole wheat. बट देन देखा जाए तो एक अंडा यूज करके हम बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा केक बनाते हैं और उसमें से हम थोड़ा सा ही केक खा रहे हैं.
Very
राइट. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द प्रेजर्वेटिव्स दैट आर एडेड? तो सोडियम हम उधर से ही बढ़ा देते हैं. So
true.
it is important for the parents to be really, really vigilant, when it comes to choosing the snacks for their children. I mean, we come from India. I mean, India is so rich in its culture. The type of snacks that are prepared in every state, every city, and that too the healthy snacks. Everyone has eaten those snacks. I mean, the ones who are here today, I'm sure we all have had the healthy snacks. So why are we going for the unhealthy packaged ones, थोड़ा सा
Yeah.
एफर्ट लेना है, सर्कुलेशन बढ़ाना है खुद का ही, थोड़ा सा खड़ा रह के गैस के बाजू में हमें ही काम करना पड़ेगा.
Definitely, and we have to, somewhere Anuja take this call. कि easy food जितना भी है, definitely it is not healthy. कुछ भी
Yes.
अच्छा खाने के लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, and that's one has to understand.
Absolutely.
तो इसी में ना बहुत अच्छी एक ये हरीश जी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि we are Indians, we have a habit of eating pickles with everything. So how to, like, we cannot stop eating the pickles, but how we can reduce the sodium content in the pickle, and how we can manage the sodium, especially when we have hypertension.
Okay. See, now pickle में sodium क्यों जाता है? तो mainly to preserve the pickle, right? So one thing could be maybe your amount is something that could be reduced, pickle का. Okay. The other thing is जो pickle का liquid होता है, यानी उसे मराठी में खार बोलते हैं. I'm not sure हिंदी में क्या कहा जाता है, but the pickle का जो oily part है, हम उसको थोड़ा सा separate करके the vegetable or the fruit that has been used, that can be eaten. Maybe the amount, the portion that you are consuming has to be worked upon. Maybe the type of pickle. I mean, instead of going for a outside or a brand wala pickle, make pickles at home. That is a better option. Okay. I mean, you can manipulate, you can make it in smaller quantities. So अगर तुम smaller quantities में ही बना रहे हो, तो maybe उतना sodium डालने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. It's like, temporary. थोड़ा ही use करके immediately. I just want that particular taste. Now, pickle also has its own good values. It is fermented also, right? So it has its own nutrients. You are going to get those good microorganisms also when you consume pickle. So it's not that you need to completely stop eating pickles. but it is all about, portion sizing, mindfulness that is need to be followed when it comes to pickle eating. Yeah.
Very true, I think, and we can also use pink salt when we are making the pickle. We can
Yes.
reduce, like if you are taking curd alongside, or hum raita le rahe, so we can avoid this adding the salt in that, so that we can
That.
prevent the
Yeah.
extra salt intake. Now, one more
Absolutely.
thing, which like any three food that you would like to suggest to people which can help in reducing the blood pressure. Like, for example, I saw that my blood pressure is quite high. What are the
Mhm.
three steps and the three food that you would like to suggest to people to take immediate action as a sort of prevention and to bring the levels down?
Now, when it comes to food, I would rather say go for एक तो बहुत important food है, that is your beetroot. Okay, beetroot. Why beetroot? More than foods, let's focus on the nutrient part also. Why am I suggesting beetroot? I mean, beetroot is something that is so sweet in nature. So diabetics may actually say, कि sugar kaha और ये क्या बोल रहे हैं करके. So your beetroot essentially has nitric oxide in it. Okay, now when I talk about nitric oxide, what does nitric oxide do? Nitric oxide is known to be a very, very strong vasodilator. What is vasodilation? Vasodilation means something that dilates or relaxes the vessel or reduces the blood pressure. So many people who feel that, surge of blood pressure or बहुत ही fatigue आ रहा है, or typical that numbness feeling that if you are getting, in that case, it is actually recommended that you should go for consuming beetroot. Okay, beetroot studies have shown that beetroot actually immediately gives you a relaxing effect on the vessel, and studies have actually shown कि blood pressure कम हो जाता है उससे. Similarly, there is something called as your garlic. Garlic also has shown to reduce cholesterol, and at the same time, it has also effectively shown an impact on this thing, blood pressure. Okay, garlic has all those allyl groups. At the same time, garlic also has good amounts of your this thing, nitric oxide. So both the things work very effectively. There is going to be a instant reaction. One more food that I could actually think of was coconut water. Okay, coconut water is a very good source of potassium. So potassium, as I said, that it is a competitor. It is the one which is going to relax the muscle. It is the one which is going to improve the dilation. So instantly, मुझे अगर मेरा blood pressure कम करना है, तो I can suggest these foods. There are many foods. There are other foods also, but instant जो मुझे impact चाहिए. Same way, medication format में देखा जाए तो sorbitrate is something that is given often. Okay, oral sorbitrate capsules or tabs are given to instantly reduce the blood pressure. The reason is the same. Sorbitrate comes under the family of your nitrates only. So again, relaxing of your muscle is required over there. Yeah. So, I mean, there are foods of calcium nature, rich in calcium. There are foods that are rich in magnesium. We can even continue. We can talk about that also. Again, apart from food, you need to relax, Sometimes situational things may happen which may, raise the blood pressure. In that case, it is recommended that you should start, breathing. Breathe more. That helps in taking you more and more oxygen, which again helps in vasodilation and therefore reducing your blood pressure. Yeah. Okay.
Great, I think quite insightful, Anuja. So now when we talk about this, apart from that, Anuja, I just also want to know one more thing. Like, we often get to hear now people like, taking herbal like shakes and all, and they say that they feel very energetic. What's your thought on it? Because many people are asking the questions, and I'm personally not very much in favor of it. I
Neither
don't know
am
what are the
I.
claimed or given any disclaimer about the ingredients in the pack. What do you feel about it? Is it safe something?
Yeah. So again, even I have, very ethically speaking, I have not really explored that area because, as nutritionists, as maybe the doctors must be taking that Hippocrates ka oath, वैसे हम nutritionists भी एक oath लेते हैं कि we are going to give all natural foods, So anything that is not sustainable, anything that cannot be continued for a long time, it is I mean, I personally feel कि I won't really recommend that. I mean, I may see, you know, a really good impact or good effects are observed. People who take it often recommend it that yes, it should be taken. But then my only question is, how sustainable is it? You know, can you continue it for lifetime? If the answer is no, then the my answer is also no for the same. Yeah.
अनुजा, very well said. And I think, you know, बिना देखे तो हम कुछ भी ऐसे नहीं लेते. Herbal shake पीना, it's I think how you can play with your life like that. I
Yeah.
am not very much in favor of.
Exactly. I mean, it's said, right, that your body is the only house where you are allowed to stay, do anything in your house. So you need to take its utmost care, isn't it?
So, like, you know, we always say that gut is our second brain. It's like, you
Right.
know, a storehouse of our
Right.
immunity.
Right.
So, does it play any role in maintaining the blood pressure also? And how the healthy gut microbiome play a role in maintaining your blood pressure?
So, this is a typical question that I ask my students. Okay, so it would be a very long answer, 10-mark answer. But yes, there is a lot of increased evidence, okay, that is saying that pathogenesis of your hypertension is definitely related to your gut microbiota. It is, understand this, you know, when I talk about gut microbiota, it is a huge topic, okay. I mean, there are different microorganisms that are residing in your gut without your knowledge. Okay. They flourish on what we feed them. Okay. So if we feed them wrong, they are going to, you know, flourish in a wrong way. Wrong biota is going to basically flourish. Now, today research indicates that your gut microbiota uh, and you know, there is a very common term that has been thrown like anywhere, dysbiosis. Okay, so dysbiosis is considered as a root cause to all conditions. Okay, there are these two bacteria. Okay, the known ones. There is something called as firmicutes and there is this bacteroides. इन दोनों का बैलेंस हमें मेंटेन करना है. अगर एक भी कम ज्यादा हो रहा है, द इम्पैक्ट इज गोइंग टू बी सी. सच इज द हाई इम्पैक्ट. नाउ ये जो बैक्टीरिया है, द formation of the good bacteria or the harmful bacteria is something that is dependent again on what we are consuming. If we are not providing short chain fatty acids, if we are providing too much of sugar, then ये जो balance है bacteria का, ये एकदम से, how do I say, imbalance हो जाएगा. Am I right? So it is something that is going to lead to something called as increased intestinal permeability. That means कि intestine से एक जो हमारी एक क्या barrier होता है, एक छन्नी होती है कि only nutrients should go out. But ये छन्नी में अगर holes बढ़ जाएंगे, तो there are many other things, proteins that may leak into the system. Okay, so ultimately what is happening is there is going to be increase in the inflammation, and inflammation again is the biggest root cause to any condition on this earth. So why would hypertension not be there? Okay, inflammation is something that is going to increase your blood pressure, the reabsorption is increasing, your sodium is coming back, sodium के साथ तुम्हारा water is coming back, it is increasing the pressure on the vessels also. So yes, to a huge extent, gut microbiota को healthy रखना बहुत 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 जरूरी हो जाता है, not only for hypertension, but for any condition, be it your diabetes, be it your, I mean, you know, millions and trillions of people are actually now studying this gut microbiome, and they're relating it to every condition, right from your mental health to any other part of the body. You know, everywhere gut microbiome tends to play a very, very important role. I mean, gut microbiota is something that is related to schizophrenia, your depression. Gut microbiota is related to your psoriasis. It is related to hypertension, cardiovascular, kidney. Name the disease and your gut microbiota is there. It's a colony, right? It's playing some role. It is deciding किसका proportion कितना होना चाहिए. And these bacteria have major roles. I mean, your short chain fatty acid production kitna hoga, uspe base sara. I mean, it's a huge game, you know. Yeah. So,
Very, very well described also. It's very important. Mostly our entire health depends on it. And even when we talk about the diabetes, is one of the major reason. Unhealthy gut is one of the major reason. This
major.
virus is the major reason for having diabetes. So
And it's a
we
two-way thing, you know.
focus.
Is it
Yeah,
hypertension that is coming first and then the gut is going wrong, or
that
is
is
it the
the,
gut which went wrong? And, you know, it's like who came first, chicken or the egg? That
yeah, and
way.
that's very difficult to figure out.
Yes. True, true.
Yeah.
Right.
So we also we this year they have considered a hypertension day as one of the major measure to check your blood pressure accurately and to increase the vitality and live longer. It's
Mhm.
important you check because
Mhm.
we don't check. And it doesn't matter that you have to have a hypertension to check your blood
It's
pressure.
a silent one, no? Nobody
It's a
tells
silent
you.
killer. You don't know.
Yes.
And that's why we are having so many young deaths in the country because of the excessive, I think, uh, outside food, packaged food, so much of sodium, so much of stress. There's access to everything in when we talk about
Absolutely.
the lifestyle parameters. So the balance is somewhere lost, and it's very important to bring that balance. And we always talk about finding the work-life balance. I think first let's bring the balance in the choices
Exactly.
what we are making. We don't look at it. We don't consider those
Right.
choices, what we
Right.
are doing. And we know in our subconscious mind that we are doing wrong, but still we commit that mistake again and again. So when we blame others, when we blame other external factors for these young deaths, it's important to create a checklist and find out, are we checking our blood pressure? Are we doing the yearly checkups?
Absolutely.
Are we taking care of what we are putting in our mouth?
And
Are
now
we getting
age
our
is no more a barrier, you know. At every
exactly
age, I mean, age का कोई यही limit ही नहीं है. It's not
exactly.
that if you are above 40 only, then you need to go and check your blood pressure. It's not so. You need to start being vigilant right at the age of 20, I think.
Now it is actually because
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of clients who are 20 years and they have diabetes. They have hypertension
Hmm.
because of the extra stress and they don't know how to take this up. So it's
True.
very important to understand. And now, when we're talking about all these things, last question to you that,
Mhm.
how much you alternative therapies like meditation, we have, a lot of kriyas nowadays be evolved through these Sadgurus and, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, which is taking definitely a good fame nowadays. How much role these, activities
Alternative
and
therapy.
the exercises are, playing a role in the prevention of the hypertension and the other health ailments, bringing that mental peace and the balance when you talk about these alternative therapies?
So, first of all, I feel we should not call them as alternative. They are very much in us only. You know, they are integrative therapies. Why are we calling them as alternative? You know, be it Sadhguru or be it yoga or all these therapies, they are not saying something wrong. They need to be integrated, and we should not look them as हाँ अगर ये नहीं चल रहा है ना तो मैं उसको alternate करके ये लेती हूँ. It's not so. They are very much required. If you want, as I said, you know, कि how do I say? सिर्फ डाइट पकड़ के होने नहीं वाला है, सिर्फ फिजिकल एक्टिविटी पकड़ के नहीं होने वाला है, या सिर्फ मैं योगा करूंगी और मैं खाते रहूंगी तो वो भी नहीं होने वाला है. आई नीड टू इंटीग्रेट एवरीथिंग टुगेदर. Mindfulness, when I say, even when I talk about mindfulness is not about, you know, just thinking good or something. It's all about, you know, food you eat, how you eat, when you eat. Your sleep pattern comes in that, how you sleep, how much you sleep, what time you sleep, with what mindset you sleep. Again, stress में भी हम यही बोलते हैं कि बैलेंस डाइट रखो, स्लीप होना चाहिए, वाटर होना चाहिए, योगा होना चाहिए. What we are doing is we are just trying to conquer our mind probably, or we are trying to balance our mind. So why go for the word as alternative, rather say it as integrative, you know, all these therapies
I
which are,
agree with you, Anuja. That's true.
yeah,
And it's like, something, a practice that we have been following from ages, and it's
absolutely,
a part of our, routine which has lost its
absolutely,
importance over the period of time. So I think there was a lot of things to learn from you today. I think people have learned a lot. It was a very informative session. And now sit back and, as I said, always think over it, what all have been discussed. I'm going to post these sessions on the YouTube. You can have a watch, whenever you want to go through it again. And the more you go through it, I'm sure you're going to learn something new every time, because so many things we have discussed today. So stay safe, be more cautious, and take a charge of your health. Check your blood pressure regularly. And thanks a lot, Anuja, for joining us today and sharing your knowledge with us. Thanks to each one of you
Thank
for
you.
being here with us. We will be starting with the India Talks after this, so please stay tuned. Those who wants to be a part of the India Talks, we will be starting in another 5 minutes, so please stay tuned to us. Thank you, Anuja. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Can I leave?
Yes, Anuja, you can leave. Thank you.